I mean, because it's
Well, I read it when I was an atheist during my investigation and found a lot of it, like you say, very hard to understand and put together in a coherent way. But what I discovered is that God gifts certain people to be able to teach the Bible in a way that truthfully and accurately conveys to us the contents. And so I think being part of a church that systematically goes through Scripture and is based on the Bible, there's a lot of churches that aren't. But a church where the Bible is taught in a systematic way is very, very helpful. I found it very helpful being part of a small group of guys. We'd get together on Saturday morning and we'd go through a book of the Bible together and talk about it. And there's some wonderful books called commentaries that are written by scholars and experts that illuminate each book of the Bible and tell you things that you had no way of knowing. Because we don't know the context of a lot of this stuff independently. It was written a long time ago. And a good commentary really explains the context, the background, some of the nuances of the language that the layperson just doesn't understand. So I think it's really important to be part of a Bible-believing church that teaches the Bible, some sort of, if you can, a mentoring or a small group relationship with someone. My wife had a friend named Linda that they met with all the time, and Linda would help walk her through Scripture. And I think over time, it takes a period of time, you begin to feel like you have a better handle on not only what the Bible is saying, but how I can find in the Bible guidance for this particular issue that I'm facing. So I'll call my friend Mark, say, Mark, I'm wrestling with something and I feel like God's leading me in this direction and I don't know what to do. And he'll say, Lee, you know what? You should read the 4th chapter of Ephesians or something. And let's talk about it because I think you may or may not be on the right track. To have somebody like that in my life who cares about me and helps me and guides me along in understanding Scripture and how to apply it to my life is invaluable to me. And I would encourage anybody who feels that, as we all do when you first open the Bible, it's very confusing, take advantage of those resources, but especially a local church where you can really dig in and over time develop that confidence that you're understanding not just the general flow of the Bible, but the specific teachings of it.
okay.
Yeah, and I would say, and even though I started a church and led the church, a small group, I think, is the best. And that's, I didn't come to faith through the church.